Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentle germs. Welcome back to another video. My name is Neil. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to watch another random dude on the internet complain about stuff that really doesn't matter in life. That being said, what is the topic for today's discussion? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about what is probably the worst kept secret in the past year and a half of gaming. We are going to be discussing the Nintendo Switch Lite. If you've been living under the rock for the past year or so, you would have known that there have been rumors and rumblings about Nintendo doing a revision to one of their handheld products. Oh my god, like that's never been done before in the past. And it's literally just been a game of when is Nintendo going to unveil it? When are they going to announce it? A lot of people were speculating that they were going to wait till the Switch was like 2.5 years old to come out with it. Some people were speculating that they'll wait till E3, but Nintendo, being the unpredictable beast that they are, they just showed up on a random Wednesday morning and said, hey, we're coming out with a new Switch, and here's a video. It's out this September. Have fun. Yeah, this is the one thing that I do love about Nintendo, because they are so predictably unpredictable in the best ways possible, and unfortunately in the worst ways possible. Like the fact that it's 2019 and we still can't message our friends on the Switch. Like, what? Miyamoto, retire! Anyways, the Nintendo Switch Lite, on paper, looks like a standard Nintendo revision. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it looks very, very similar to another Nintendo revision that we've seen, the Nintendo 2DS. But the fact that they're coming out with a revision is not the problem. A lot of people are looking at the Nintendo Switch Lite, and throughout the course of the video, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm going to be going back and forth calling it the Switch Mini and the Switch Lite, just because, you know, that's what it is essentially. It's a smaller, more compact version of the Switch. So please, just let me have this once. It's not the first mistake I've made on the internet, and I've been on the internet for over 10 years now making videos. That's not the issue. A lot of people take issue with the fact that this Switch is not going to be able to switch it up, if you will. This Switch doesn't come with detachable Joy-Cons. This Switch doesn't come with a dock. So how in the world is Nintendo going to be selling this product when one of their biggest selling points about it, that being HD Rumble, is not going to be included with the system? How in the world is Nintendo going to get away with this? They're just taking another step backwards. This is why the company doesn't matter. This thing's going to be dead on arrival. Oh, you know, I'm seeing a lot of nostalgia here, because I remember a lot of people saying the exact same thing about another Nintendo product called the Nintendo 3DS when they came out with the 2DS line. In fact, if you go back in my videos, you will actually see me spouting the very same comments, because I thought the Nintendo 2DS was a stupid idea. So they're coming out with a budget version of 3DS without the 3D, without the clamshell design. Like, this thing is going to be dead on arrival. Kids are going to be throwing this thing around. It's going to be breaking. It's going to be the worst idea in Nintendo history. And look what freaking happened. Nintendo proved us wrong, because the Nintendo 2DS was a smash hit. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Well, Neo, you can't compare Nintendo making a new version of the 3DS without the 3D and without the clamshell design to Nintendo taking away one of the biggest selling points of the Switch, which is the fact that you can play it as a handheld system in addition to playing it on your big screen TV. The fact that you can just hand your controllers to your friends and play multiplayer games anywhere. But is that really a big deal? Is it as big a deal as people are making it out to be? Or are the people who are making this out to be a big deal the people who weren't going to buy the Switch anyway? The people who've been shitting on the Switch since day one. Now, I'm not trying to make this a fanboy discussion. You guys know I'm a very critical person of the Switch, as much as I love the damn thing. But it seems to me that a lot of people who are saying these things about the Switch Lite, these people were people who just didn't care about the Switch in the first place. They were complaining that it was underpowered. They were complaining that it didn't have it. Like, general complaints that we can all level towards the Switch, because we are level-headed gamers here. Why would these people care about a Switch Lite, a revision, if you will? Why are they spending the energy to do this? I don't get it. Like, this is apparently going to be the death of Nintendo. Like, they don't understand what people are going for. Or maybe they do. Maybe when we were all complaining about the 2DS being a stupid idea, they saw that that thing sold money. I remember you could get the 2DS for, what was it, like $80 with 3 games on Black Friday? Like, that's an insane deal. What is the audience that Nintendo is trying to push with this Switch? Sorry. What is the audience that Nintendo is trying to push for with the Switch Lite? Think about that for 1 second. It is a cheaper Switch, a Switch that does not have detachable Joy-Cons, a Switch that doesn't dock onto the TV, a Switch that you can only play in handheld mode. Where in the world could there be a lack of like something that just needs a void to be filled for a dedicated handheld only device. The 3DS. This is a cheaper Switch. I assume it's going to be a more durable Switch. It's more ergonomical as far as like traveling and fitting this around in your pocket compared to the original Switch. What audience could be Nintendo trying to tap into? Oh yeah, the kids. The kids who are just known to break things, and the kids who really don't care about all these things like detachable controllers and, you know, playing. Like, I'll give you guys a perfect example, right? At one of the jobs that I work at, you know, at this job, I get a chance to interact with a lot of families, and I see a lot of their kids are playing their Switches with them. And these kids playing their Switches, they're playing it no different than I did growing up when I played my Game Boys. They weren't detaching the Joy-Cons. They weren't doing anything crazy, even though they had siblings. They were glued to it as a handheld device. So you're Nintendo. The Switch is already selling like hotcakes. You have a plethora of crazy games coming out this fall. Most of them are single-player titles. Most of them don't really rely on switching things up. Why wouldn't you come out with a cheaper Switch to target that demographic of people who just want to play it in portable mode? Which, it's funny when you guys like look at the statistics of things, a lot of people do play the Switch as a handheld. In some cases, they play it more than they do on the big screen TV. So what sense is there for them not to come out with this product? I mean, it's just common sense, and you would think at the end of the day that, yeah, this is what they're going for. You want to know why? Because they're still selling the original Switch alongside this Switch Lite. Because there are people who don't care about those things. There are people who don't play the Switch as a home console because they don't like looking at it on the big screen 4K TV, and they're like, ugh, that's ugly. A lot of people like that exist. I mean, just chime in down below in the comment section, you guys. And you guys will know this because I've gained a ton of new people following the Breath of the Wild video. How many of you guys play your Switch as a dedicated handheld device? How many of you guys bought the Switch as a successor to the Nintendo handheld line? You didn't care about the hybrid nature. You thought it was cool or whatever. There's a lot of people who are like that, and this is another untapped market, which is why I don't care about this. I'm not going to buy the Switch Mini, the Switch Lite, because like what? Well, what benefit am I going to get from this? Oh, it's a smaller Switch to take out, and it has 30 minutes better battery? Like, no, I don't care about that. Oh, it has a D-pad? No, I don't care about that. I don't. But there's a ton of people out there who will see the price, and they'll just be like, damn. Especially during Black Friday, you know, after a year or so, when they see that this is going to be bundled with games, maybe for like $179.99, $149.99. Like, guys, just think about this for a second. Maybe this isn't meant for us, the core gamer. Maybe this is meant for the people who just don't care about those things. And you know what? They have a product for them. It's just business 101. You know, identifying your market and your target audience. Like, this is not brain science or rocket surgery. That was a Suzy reference for those of you guys who know. Come on now. Now, that being said, if you are a person who is looking to buy this device and you want to get the most out of it, I think that the Switch Lite is kind of a terrible idea because you're missing out on some of the coolest aspects of the Switch. Especially if you're a content creator, you know, you're not going to be having the ability to play your games and stream it because the Switch doesn't have those features. But, you know, there might be another device out there that is able to do those things. So, yeah, it's called the regular Switch. You know, this isn't a case of Don Matrick, if you want to play games without these restrictions, buy an Xbox 360 instead of the Xbox One. It's just, like, do I really have to sit on here for 9 minutes and explain this to people? I don't know. That being said, I am anticipating the day when they do unveil that Switch Pro, when we're going to get that 1080p screen, we're going to be playing these games, better resolutions, better frame rates. I'm waiting for that day. I will spend $300, $350, $400 on that Switch. Give me that. But a Switch Lite, like, come on now. Can we be real about life for a second? Oh, let's also be real about life for a second. This game is made for the Switch Lite because I would never play this game docked. Is there going to be a compatibility problem that exists? I mean, maybe, like games like Super Mario Party and games that you can't really play in handheld mode, I'm sure. But knowing Nintendo, they'll probably find a way to patch it out, or going forward, they'll find a way to just make their games where it's not 100% reliant on HD Rumble or Joy-Cons and all that stuff. And hey, you know what? You can always sync up Joy-Cons and play the games that way. I mean, like, it's just like little things that people don't think about. Oh, I mean, why would I buy this Switch and then I gotta buy the game and then I gotta buy extra Joy-Cons? Like, you weren't gonna buy a Switch anyway. Like, I don't. Anyways, Do you guys think that people are making this out to be a big deal? I honestly think so. I just think that it's just so dumb. It's so freaking dumb. Like, you know who this is for. If you've been gaming for the better part of 20 years now, you know who this product is for. I mean, they're launching it alongside Link's Awakening, the year that Pokemon Sword and Shield are coming out. Prince money. Anyways, for me for now, my name is NGS signing out. Like always, I catch you guys later.